Hi guys, this is Archita and welcome to this video in which I'll be playing with a very popular product these days, which is called the Mod Podge Collage Clay. I have a little kit with me and a few cabochons, some sprinkles, and they're pretty natural looking. I'll also use some resins if possible and some resin bows. So I have chosen a lot of different mediums to modify and use this clay collage. For the first project, I'll be using this Prima Shabby Chic Stick Treasures in cupcakes, and they already have a lot of dimension in it, but by using the clay collage, we'll even add it more. So I'll then later convert these pieces into fridge magnets, and I hope they'll look adorable on my fridge. So what I'll do is I'll just take a little button magnet and fix it later at the back, and my DIY magnet will be complete. There are a few other things like this candle. This is a very pretty ivory colored candle. I am planning to make it like a cupcake and add some drippings and some whipped cream on the top. This little piece of canvas, and currently I'm just obsessed with them. So I'll make a little dripping candy looking canvas for a very sweet person in my life. Then there are a few other things, like I plan to alter a hair clip, and we'll see how does everything turn up. I have tried this clay and played with it, so there's only little left. This guy comes with three nozzle tips. One is the flat one, then a star tip, and a little round one. So beginning with this, I just pushed the entire stuff at the bottom, and just placing my nozzle right above my product, I'll start squeezing it with light pressure, and they come like absolutely true whipped cream effect, which we see in the beautiful cakes and pastries everywhere. So I'm just placing these star tips around my cupcake and filling it. I'll try to create different looks by twisting and turning my nozzle, and believe me, I'm not really very good at icing, but still I managed a good thing. So for the second one, I'm just squeezing it and stretching the entire line with the same star tip nozzle, and this was pretty neat. For the third and last one, I'll be changing my nozzle into the little thin one, just a little piping, which gives you a little piping, and even that effect is very pretty. You have to wash these nozzles immediately, and if the material gets dry, it'll be really difficult for you to make them clog free. So I recommend just dunk it in a bowl of water and you'll be really happy. So for this one, I'll just make few lines, and even I have seen that kind of icing which looks very pretty. I'll allow these little magnets to dry overnight, and this clay would need at least 24 hours to dry completely, and after that is done, we'll color and put the magnet. So that'll be towards the end of this video once the entire project is dry. This is absolutely yummy and will be a very good gift for a baker or a friend who loves baking, and even for your own fridge. So this is done, and now moving on for the sprinkles. We need to add everything, all the things like sprinkles and cabochons right here, because it is only possible to attach it till the time the clay is wet. Once it's dry, you can't fix it. So these handmade beautiful sprinkles, colorful sprinkles, which you see on the tasty donuts and cookies and cupcakes, they are handmade and are very, very pretty. I don't want to overstuff my magnets because they're pretty small, and I'll just place one cabochon each, and then color in the cupcake part later with a brown Copic marker. So I don't plan to make it like super heavy and overstuffed with things. So it is up to you. You can make it even a little more fuller, or you can just leave it like this just with cream. And this thing is done, and I'll just shift them to a very safe place for that, so that they can dry there, and then we'll be ready to paint it. For the next project, I'll take my canvas and just scribble very roughly a dripping effect from one corner going to the other one, and then we'll fill it up with some acrylic paint, a caramel colored brown paint, since I don't have the dripping chocolate by Mod Podge, so I'll use this. I encourage you to use whatever stuff you have, and don't be dependent on the particular brand or anything like that. So I'm just sketching it with my pen, and then we'll fill up the entire surface heavily with the acrylic paint. Wow, this looks very yummy and delicious. Now I'll just give it some time to dry, and then we'll do the icing and piping on top of this chocolate. Moving ahead with the third project, which is altering the candle, and this is a very common process which I've been seeing a lot of crafters are really enjoying and doing a wonderful job by this particular style. This is the very basic one, and I'll just fill the entire top of the candle with all the various star tip nozzles and everything, and then load it up, like overload it with the pretty cabochons, and this candle will be very pretty. So I'll speed the entire process, and it'll be a pretty little candle which you really won't be happy to burn and use, but it'll add up a little girl's room by the beauty and yumminess. I am using different nozzles to create various looks for you, so that you can have an idea. And as I already said, I'm not really very good with icing. I'm sure you can do a better job than me, and keep experimenting, and just don't hesitate, because this is an absolutely amazing project and product to be used again and again. And there is some kind of addiction which is in this, and it's hard to stop yourself. I am now using the star tip nozzle and filling in the entire candle top. Then I'll add all the sprinkles and cabochons and glitter and glimmer over it, and it is very pretty. Now by this time my canvas was a little dry, and I will pipe the same styled nozzle tip. I will use the star tip, and here it looks like I was super quick, but it was nothing like that. And I thoroughly enjoyed this canvas, and I've created this for my Bobby and my brother, and I'm planning to put a quote down there which says the world's sweetest brother or something like that, you know. So this is also done, and now we will add all our sprinkles and shine and cabochons. I want to give this canvas a brown pink toned theme, and I'll only select those cabochons which match my theme of a brown and light pink. And I thoroughly enjoyed this unusual canvas, and I kept moving and shifting and thinking about the placements of my cabochons, and you can easily do it. There's nothing wrong in it. Till the time the clay is wet, you can really experiment to the maximum, and keep trying and shifting your cabochons till the time you're really happy with it. So for the next project, what I did was I did not keep any theme in my mind, and I just started putting everything which was coming in my hand, and that's why I call this particular project a very common and general one which you see all around. And you guys can do real wonders with this, I'm sure. And this I would just consider a very mediocre kind of a project. So I added a little candy, some cherries, some Minnie Mouse, and everything whichever was coming in my hand. And but finally it was looking cute. My daughter loved it, and she really wanted it to keep it in her room once it's dry. So this is how this one looks. And now moving on to the next one. I would also consider this project one of my favorites because I had an opportunity to use my stamps and paper because that is the medium I enjoy working with most. I'm just tinting the clay with some memento re-inker. I'm picking it up with my palette knife and shifting everything onto the top of the cupcake. I want to create a very pretty and swirly, natural looking cupcake icing, and then I'll add all the stuff over it and it'll look very pretty. I'm planning to make 2 tags for a friend, and she loves, see here I'm just moving my brush in a swirling motion so as to create those ripples, those gorgeous ripples, and I think I have achieved a very close look of a real cupcake. To embellish it, I'll again use my favorite sprinkles and I'll add it on top. I'm going to use a little cabochon, a cherry shaped cabochon here, and a little cookie or a biscuit just to finish it off. This finishes this particular cupcake, and for the next one I had a stamp set which had cupcakes on top of each other, and I tinted the clay in the similar manner with the help of some memento re-inkers. I'm sprinkling flakes on this also, and I don't think so there's any space to add cabochons, and there's no need also. So these are the 2 pretty tags I created and I totally loved them. So we're all ready with the dry and ready projects, and this is an altered clip which I made for my daughter, and they look like little scoops of cream with some pretty cupcakes. The magnets turned out so pretty and I'm so proud of it. Like they look absolutely cute and real, and I've attached a magnet, a strong magnet behind it, and they can stick on anything. Like I think they'll look very pretty on my fridge. So coming to the next one, which is this awesome cupcake looking candle which I'll never be burning, and this looks so pretty, overloaded and nice. I used the same paint at the bottom, but the finishing was not that great, but it's okay. Together this was a nice project and I had a lot of fun doing this. Finally the canvas is here, and this was my all-time favorite, and I attached some enamel dots in the same pink color, and though the acrylic paint doesn't have that shine of chocolate, but still it was so nice. And I just plan to write a little quote for my puppy, and I hope she'll keep it right there. I'm also planning to attach a few magnets behind it so that this can also be converted as a fridge magnet, and she always remembers me whenever she sees this. Finally, I have the 2 tags, and they were also quite nice. These are the finished tags. They are nice and dimensional, and I think I can attach it to any gift, and even the kids would love to receive such a thing. So with this I will wrap up my post for today, and I hope you all had a great time. I'm going to share some pictures in the end of the video so that you can have a closer look of each of them. And thank you so much for watching. See you soon again. Bye bye.